What's up, y'all? This Big is, and we're gonna talk about the WA, the WNBA playoffs that's starting on Sunday. First of all, I don't know why this shit started on Sunday instead of Saturday. Why would you compete versus the NFL? It's only one player that could compete versus the NFL, and everybody knows who that is, and that's CC. But um, so yeah, so let's talk about the WNBA playoffs. So at 1 o'clock, we got Atlanta at the Liberty. You know, I've been to 4 Liberty games so far this year. You know, it's fun. And the cheapest ticket right now is $18. So I would have went to the game if the Fever was playing at 5 instead of 3. I would have definitely went to the game. But unfortunately, the Fever play at 3. So anyway, so I feel like the only way Atlanta could win. See, people got this bad thing about defense. And to me, Atlanta got to outscore New York. That's the only way they're going to beat them. Brian Howard, Canada, Tina Charles, Alicia Gray. You know, they got to run. That's the only way they're going to beat the Liberty. You know, I, I think both games is going to be close, but I think New York is going to prevail. So I got the Liberty in that series. And that's because Stewart, Sabrina, and the whole team, Jones, like, team is too deep. So anyway, but they can't be beat though. So anyway, I'm gonna leave my favorite team for last. Then comes Mercury versus the Lynx. Unless Mercury players play like 2013 or 2014, you know what I'm saying? Turn back the clock. It's not gonna happen. Lynx plays too much defense. The Lynx move the ball too fast. Like BG's gonna struggle. Remember, Minnesota runs 5 out. All 5 of them could shoot the 3. They're gonna pick on DT. They're gonna pick on BG. It's gonna be 2 blowouts. You know, I got the Lynx winning. So far that's 2 sweeps. Then comes the Aces and the Storm. Now, if anybody saw the Storm head coach talking about the Aces was running smoke, they were scared of the Fever. That is bulletin board material for both teams, if it's true. So this series got everything. I mean, think about it. Let's look at the point guard. Chelsea versus Skylar. I'll give the edge to Skylar. Drew Lloyd versus Kelsey Plum. I got Kelsey Plum because Joy Lloyd hasn't been efficient all season long. She's shooting 35%. That's terrible. I mean, Seattle could win if Drew Lloyd shoots like 45, 50%. But I got Kelsey Plum in that one. By a little bit, though. Then you got Jackie Young versus Gabby Williams. Whew. That's tough. It's another tough matchup. Damn. I'm going to give the slight edge to Jackie Young, but just a slight. Because Gabby Williams is all defense. Like, so, that's tough. Then, I'm going to put it. Then you got Nneka versus Asia. We know Asia's the best player in the world. But Nneka is no slouch. Okay? She used to be an MVP. She won chips. Let's not get it twisted. Now, Asia right now at 27, she's at 27, 28, she's at her peak right now. While Nneka is a little bit older, she's 34, but she still could play though, as you see. She still could play. She's still an all-star. But I'll give the edge to Asia. I'm not gonna disrespect her, but Nneka could play though. And then you got Ezzy versus, I don't know who they're gonna start. Stokes, Alicia Clark. I don't know who they're gonna start, but I got Ezzy that one. Ezzy is the best shot blocker in the WNBA. Better than Asia, better than Aaliyah Boston. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, to be exact, listen, everybody keeps saying Asia Wilson is the defensive player of the year. My defensive player of the year is Carrington. The amount of steals she gets is crazy. The amount of steals she gets. Oh my God. And she's a lockdown defender. Like, whew. But anyway, so then the bench, I give the slight edge to Vegas. You know, Tiffany Hayes is going to be the sixth girl of the year. You know, Alicia Clark, if she doesn't start. You know, the Spain girl, Gastafon, something like that. Seattle got Hurston. That bench is not really that deep. So, who I got in this series? I got the upset. I got Seattle winning this in a tough 3-game series, and Asia and the Vegas is going home. And then you got the last game. You got Fever at Connecticut. The only way the Fever can win, they're going to have to run and gun. If the game is in the 90s, the Fever wins. If the game is 84 and under, the Sun's going to win. You know, that's CC Kryptonite. That's Carrington. CC cannot let Carrington rip her. Every game I see these two people play, Carrington rips her 2 to 3 times a game. CC, you can't let her do that. I don't mind you throwing the turnovers, throwing the ball out of bounds, throwing passes that is off the mark. You know, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Get your 5-6 turnovers. I don't care. If we're running and gunning, that's gonna happen. We can't play half court for the most part, even though we got a half court game. But you know, in the playoffs, it's going to be super physical. So, and the Suns is by far the second most physical team in the league. The most physical team in the league, believe it or not, is the Aces. All right, the Aces by the most physical team. You know why? Because they get away with it for the most part. I was telling somebody yesterday, when the Aces played the Fever, I rewinded the game 3 times. Jackie Young fouled CC 33 times and he called for 3 fouls. It's unbelievable. So I know Carrington is going to hit her in the arm, grab her, do anything, because they're not gonna call it. CC doesn't get the calls. So, you know. Yes, CC don't get the calls. She only averaged 4 free throws a game. People, 4 free throw attempts a game. Guess how much Asia shoots a game? And she shoots more. And she shoots more jump shots than CC. So anyway, we got to make sure Connecticut don't get the offensive rebounds. The offense is suspect sometimes. They got an okay offense, but their offense is not explosive. You know, I want so bad to pick the Fever, but I've been watching basketball a long time, and young teams never win in the playoffs. Maybe win the first round, maybe, but when your starting 5 don't even have one player experience, they're not gonna win. So I got the Suns winning in 2 games. I don't think it's going to Indiana. I think both games is going to go down to the wire. I just think Connecticut is going to win by like 4 or 6 points each game. It hurt my heart. I hope I'm wrong. I am 100% begging that I'm wrong. Begging. I don't want to be right. I'm just going by history. And I've never seen a young team, especially against a team like Connecticut, that Connecticut, this is their last hurrah. They've been so close to the mountaintop. 2 years ago, they reached the chip and lost. Last year, they lost in a tough series. Like, they've been so close to the mountaintop so many times. And there's their last hurrah because everybody's contract is ended this year. So there's their last hurrah. So I cannot see the Sun, especially against the Fever. They take it personal when they play the Fever. Listen, I'm big when it comes to body languages. And the amount of hate that Connecticut got for the Fever, it's scary how much hate they got. Alyssa Thomas and Carrington and Bonner, and like, you can just see their faces. Oh God, they hate the Fever. So this is going to be a tough series, man. Tough series. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. You know, hopefully my prediction is wrong. You know, because I'm gonna be rooting for the Fever like crazy. You know, I just wish the game was on Saturday. But you know what? Because I'm so disgusted of the NFL football is so whack. So whack. Like, did you hear what Mel Kiper said about the two safeties? The NFL is too soft for me. I can't stand it. Listen, I'll be having my popcorn, my food, my soda ready. And it's 1 o'clock WNBA and 1 o'clock NFL. I'm not watching the NFL. I'm gonna be sitting down like this and watch Atlanta Liberty, then watch Fever Connecticut at 3, then watch Mercury Lynx at 5, then the game gonna end at 7. Then I'll put the game, I'll put the Chiefs versus Falcons game, Sunday night game, it starts at 8. But when 10 o'clock comes, I don't give a fuck where it's at. Third quarter, I don't care. Ching, ching. Change that channel and watch the Storm versus Aces. I'm definitely not missing that game. So that's a much watch. And for what, to watch 17 penalties, people throwing 3-yard hook pass, passing the ball 150 times. No deep plays, but you got the, you know, as Mel Kiper would say, you got the two safeties. Yeah, these coaches are idiots. You see two safeties, you automatically run the ball for the most part. I don't care if you get 3-4 yards. Run the fucking ball, NFL. Run it! Man. You would think these coaches would know more, you know, watching the greats back in the days. You know, the offensive coordinators and the head coaches. Nah, these coaches now are more dumber than ever before. But anyway, back to the WNBA. I'm tired of the NFL, man. Sick. My fourth sport now. Behind NBA, WNBA, Major League Baseball, then the NFL. If you think I'm going to miss my Mets, who's 2 games ahead, with 9 games left, you got another thing coming. NFL's in a back burner. So, but yeah, those are my thoughts for the WNBA. And one more thing. This is to all the Angel Reese lovers. You know, I have to get them. Yes, Angel Reese is the second best rookie this season. But fellas, she's not getting a first place vote for Rookie of the Year. I mean, let's keep it real. All right? Can't have 13 wins compared to 20 wins. And CC has broken like 100 different records. Like, or Angel broke 8, CC broke like 100. Like, she scored the most points ever as a point guard in WNBA history. She leads her team in points, franchise points, by 2 points, by the way, over Kelsey Mitchell this year. You know, CC had 769, Kelsey had 767. That's crazy. You know, she got the assist record. She broke the assist for a season. She just got rookie player of the month again for the 4th time. Like, listen, if Angel Reese gets a first place vote, then the vote is a bootleg. They don't know the sport, and I don't respect them. Okay, so, but I don't. I hope Angel the best. Hope her wrist get healed. I want her to be better, because if Angel Reese is better, the league is better. Okay, you cannot have a bad Angel Reese in the WNBA. It will kill 10% of the WNBA audience. You can't have that. We need a good Angel Reese. I need her to average 16 and 13 next year. 16 or 14 next year. I need that from Angel. I need the rivalry. I need it. And another thing too. This is like, I heard this from Showtime and HD2 TV. Angel is not the most. Listen, it's a joke if people really think Angel is more influenced than Cecil. Stop. Listen, Angel. Yes, outside of basketball, I can see that. She's a model. She's gonna be an actor. She got a podcast. She's beautiful. She's a runaway model in the future. Like she's in music videos. Like, listen, yes. Outside of basketball, you are 1,000% right. But she's not influenced anybody in the basketball court. She's not. Get that through your skull. CC influenced the world. Did you see what she did yesterday? In a meaningless game? Meaningless. The highest attendance in the history of the WNBA. And that was the last game of the season. She only played 20 minutes. She still drew 20,711 fans. The highest in the history of the WNBA. That is incredible. On a Thursday night. She averaged this year 16,000 fans home and away. She sold out every road game this season. Forget influence. She's an icon. CC's an icon. She carried the league in her back this season. Carried it. That's another thing you guys don't understand. You're talking about pressure? CC had the biggest pressure in the history of the WNBA. Not only she had to carry the team, she had to carry the league. Okay? And she's so good. She did it without getting calls at all. Talking about the push off. She probably won't need to push off if you stop grabbing her and you stop bodying her when she goes to the fucking lane. She get bodied more than anybody else in the WNBA. They don't call it. She get grabbed more than anybody in the WNBA. They don't call it. She gets double teamed more than anybody in the NBA. They don't, like, what are you talking about? She get blitzed more. All right? Come on. You can't compare CC to anybody in the WNBA, including Asia. Did you see the first game versus the Fever? She took like 15 wide open jump shots. CC hasn't been open 15 times the whole year. You watch the games? She's never open. You know why? Because she's by far, the most feared player in the history of the WNBA. And this is only her rookie year. But I'll bet you, she won't get blitz or double team like that in the second season. Is that these women gonna realize, you know what? Without this woman, we're not gonna get paid. They're gonna finally realize in the off season, like, you know what? CC wasn't as bad as I thought. And they're gonna take a little bit of hate off, but still, they're still gonna play her dumb hard because they know every game against the Fever is Game 7 of the WNBA playoffs. Game 7 of the finals, when you play the Fever. It's just crazy. Like I be watching all these games, and half the times I don't see the intensity at all. I don't see the intensity at all. But when you play the Fever, oh no. People's fighting through picks. People's fighting through everything. Yo, they're running up like, you could tell by the people that guarded CC, they're out of gas with 3 minutes left in the first quarter because they know they want to get the shine. That's how great CC is. Respect that woman, man. Respect her. She never cried victim, not once this season. 40 games, not once she cried victim. Give that girl credit, man. She's carrying the league. Respect that woman. That's all I gotta say. All right, y'all, later.